This is Peru.
If you're planning a trip to Cusco, this video is for you. We're diving into all the most exciting things this city has to offer so you don't miss out on any of the magic. This place is truly a different world. Let's go.
Where are the llamas? I was told there would be llamas here. Did I come to the wrong mountain or you see them? Always hiding.
The easiest way to get here is to fly into Lima, then take a connecting flight to Cusco.
I'm ready for Cusco!
Now I know you're just itching to get out there and start your adventure the second your feet touch the ground, but surprise, you're a million jillion feet high, so unless you're a bird, you're gonna start feeling some altitude sickness. Yeah, you're gonna be sad, but don't worry, it's only temporary.
I overexerted myself throwing candy bars.
But check this out. And lucky you, there's a natural remedy that'll help you get back on your feet. The coca leaves found in this region can be brewed into a tea that'll help you reduce the symptoms of altitude sickness. Fortunately or unfortunately, you don't feel any of the more funny ways this plant is known to make you feel. Oh, also there are pharmacies all over town that carry meds to help you out. Feeling better? Great, time to go see the city.
Alright guys, the best place to start your Cusco adventure is right here in the heart of the city, Plaza de Armas. This place is always filled with fun stuff happening, from cool events to street performances, and if you're hungry, pretty much anywhere in town you'll find amazing food. And you can't go wrong with Peruvian cuisine. Our absolute favorite was Morena Peruvian Kitchen, so definitely give it a try. And check this out, the famous alpaca ladies! Oh my god! You can take some super cute photos with these friendly locals and their fluffy alpacas. 20? 20?
Yeah.
Time out. Now, in the real world, Maya is a straight up gangster. Hardcore to the bone.
What'd you just call me? Who's Maya? Who's Maya?
You're Maya though.
I'm Babe.
Alpacas must be her kryptonite because I've never seen this face before. On your first date, you're gonna wanna take pictures with every alpaca you see. It's okay, we did too. Just make sure to settle on a price beforehand. And if there's more than one person, make sure to specify the total per person. Don't let you have any surprises when you get there.
Now you're gonna see a lot of people rocking alpaca clothes in the city, and fun fact, alpacas are native to Peru and have been a part of Andean culture since like forever.
Mama alpaca, baby alpaca,
And you'll find the best alpaca stuff right here in Cusco. That's not alpaca, that's a bear. Dog. What is it? Dog? Dog.
And if you've never felt alpaca wool, just imagine the softest blanket made entirely out of butter. It's lightweight, cool to the touch, but gets super warm and just perfect for those frosty nights here in Cusco. There's probably one shop for every alpaca, so don't feel like you need to go see them all before you make a decision on anything. Now, here are some of our favorite high-quality, 100% baby alpaca stores. They're a bit on the pricey side, but they're totally worth it. You can get your hands on some of the more affordable ones literally anywhere else in the city.
Is this even a real alpaca? I need a tag.
Is it a real alpaca? Real alpaca?
100%. Oh, you're soft.
Wanna do it again?
So if you didn't know, the Incas were famous for their mind-blowing masonry. For a nice display of the work, look no further than the heart of the city, where you can find the famous 12-angled stone.
That stone contains many energy, a lot of energy. If you touch, you can't feel nothing. But if you put your hand like this, you can feel something. It's like hot in hand. These stones was very difficult to make for Inca. They had to use sand and other hardness stones, polished to make perfect angles. That represents.
This is the one.
That is the one. Three people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 perfect corners, 12 perfect sides.
And the street is super popular, so there is always something happening here, especially at night. We hope you like stairs, because Cusco is all stairs. Now let's head over to San Blas Neighborhood. It's got a totally different vibe and you're gonna love it. Every turn has little tiny street with different things, shops, art, restaurants, bars. While in San Blas, make sure to check out the beautiful Mirador de San Blas. So we made it to the Mirador de San Blas. Not only the beautiful view of entire Cusco, but you have amazing restaurants here that you can just enjoy the view.
You know the best thing about the city?
What is that?
Your smile. I just so happen to have a TSA lock for my bag. So.
All right, so the only people who can open the lock is TSA.
All right.
All right, he's taking it off, just so y'all know. We're taking it back with us.
Yeah, I need my stuff.
And just a few stairs away, there's another famous viewpoint of the city, the San Cristobal viewpoint. This is where people often come to watch those beautiful sunsets and soak in the city's charm.
And while you're there, you can stop at the Coca Museum. It's a cool little spot to learn about the history and uses of coca leaves in the Andean region.
You don't mind if I'll just take this off your hands?
Now, if you are having trouble making the perfect recipe of all you gotta do is follow these simple steps. So for your acid, you need your coca leaf, and then you could have fun sniffing stuff.
Oh, and don't worry, coca leaves are totally fine to use for making tea and even traditional medicine.
I'll just take these off your hands.
You have to check out this amazing Insta-worthy spot in Cusco. The Siete Borreguitos stairs. This street is full of hanging plants and has a super cute color scheme. It's like a dreamy, picture-perfect postcard came to life. And while you're there, don't forget to stop by Acueducto Colonial. It's located right next to the stairs, so it's super easy to check out. This colonial era aqueduct is a hidden piece of history set amongst the vibrant street of Cusco. And it's a really quick stop, so it shouldn't take too much time of your day. So we made it to the stairs. It's a little wet and it's a little slippery. There is mosquitoes. They bite through the backpack.
Biting through my shoes.
Yeah, they're biting my head. It's a cool spot. It's you know, you come.
If you're here already, check it out.
Yeah, you're here. You come. You're like, okay, let's go.
Luckily, it's not too hard to get to it.
You'll find that people in Cusco are really warm-hearted. You'll get to hear their beautiful pan flute music everywhere, and there's just something about it that really sets the mood for this magical city.
Hi.
Peru.
Hey, thank you.
Sacsaywaman.
Waman.
Sacsaywaman.
Sexy woman.
So here you can find rocks this big.
Stop exaggerating. Marcel, you're gonna love that. These stairs don't end.
But I do. Sit down and rethink all the decisions I made that led me up to here.
The marriage. At the top of the hill, you'll find the incredible Sacsayhuaman fortress. This ancient Inca site is a must-see with its massive rocks that fit together just like a jigsaw puzzle. It's like a maze with a breathtaking panoramic view of the entire city. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some free-roaming llamas.
Now, if you look here closely, they crafted these rocks so fine that you can't even put a slice of paper inside. Oh shoot, not that part. No, don't show them that. Show over here.
You're not putting no paper there. Let's go. More climbing. And just as we were thinking of leaving, we got caught up in a stampede of llamas that invited us to join their pack. One of them now. But as they say, all good llamas come to an end. So let's keep this adventure going. And now we are going there. I need an elevator at this point. Located right next to Sacsayhuaman, Cristo Blanco viewpoint is a statue of a Christ that watches over the entire city. And no matter where you are in Cusco, you can see it, and it even lights up at night.
And finally, after all the stairs and hiking, you've earned yourself a trip downhill. Now, this whole time, we've been in just one little neighborhood in Cusco, but there is so much more to see. So let's take a look at the most colorful mountain on the planet. Welcome to Rainbow Mountain. Sitting at over 17,000 feet above sea level, its altitude is more than half that of Mount Everest. It's pretty tall.
Welcome to Rainbow Mountain.
And like most places in Peru, the journey here is just as much fun as the destination, full of beautiful views and unique villages. Oh, and llamas.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Thank you. Goodbye.
So we are at 15,200 feet. It's snowing. I feel like I can breathe better here than in Cusco. I would think like at high altitude I'd be like, but I mean, I'll be like this in a few seconds when we walk.
Gotta walk 90 minutes through the snow, uphill, both ways. We didn't even make it to the end of the gift shop, and I'm already out of breath.
So it doesn't seem like it's that far, but we'll see.
Now, due to the high altitude, the hike might be challenging, but don't you worry. There are horses along the way that will ride you up or down with different spots throughout the hike in case you change your mind.
30 minutes of hiking, and then it starts getting a little higher. We might get a horse actually. I got a horse halfway up for about 40 soles because it was getting tough. And honestly, it was one of the best purchases I made in a while. Really not that hard. Marcel, on the other hand, decided to walk all the way up on his own because I guess he likes to suffer.
Have I finished my workout? No. Every single step. It's like your body telling you it would be so much easier if you just take a nap. Go ahead and have a seat. Roll right down the mountain. It'll be so much nicer. But so close.
Marcel said, I don't need a sweater. It's not gonna be that cold. Welcome to Rainbow Mountain.
Welcome to Rainbow.
That's how it is when you're from California.
And this bundled up guy here is Edvin, one of our favorite people in Cusco. He also happened to be our driver who took us to all the best places during our stay. Now, we personally like to explore on our own rather than with tours, but there are plenty of tours that'll take you straight up to Rainbow Mountain.
This is what everybody comes to here to show you, but the rest of this place is incredible. Check this out. The mountains are beautiful, and when the sun comes out, it is so nice.
The mountain gets its rainbow colors from the different mineral deposits that were formed over millions of years. The views here are simply incredible. It's not only famous for the colors, but it's also famous for the high altitude alpaca residence. Alpacas love high elevations, so you'll spot plenty of these fluffy creatures all along the way.
And our next stop takes us to another sacred site located in Sacred Valley, so get ready to witness more examples of fantastic indigenous Inca architecture. Welcome to Pisac! One of the highlights of this place is the Temple of the Sun, with the absolutely amazing stonework. So the reason why their windows are not really windows is to deliver the message faster. So they would get super loud, like Marcel's gonna demonstrate. And this would travel, the sound would travel just like that. And then if you run right here, you can hear Marcel's voice. That you can save 15% by switching to Geico.
I think they know.
Now they know. We are going there.
Parkour.
It's definitely worth a visit, but if you're short on time, it's okay to skip it, not because it's not amazing, but because it's pretty far out of the way. But if you do find yourself here, you definitely will be impressed.
Rock, paper, scissors me.
Alright, it's time to hit the road. Our next stop is Mara's Salt Mines, one of the biggest pre-Inca salt extraction sites here in Cusco region, and still a major salt producer in Peru today. This place has a lot of salt, so you're gonna need a lot of fries.
Saltiest place on earth.
Okay, but how does all the salt get there?
So there is a saltwater river that trickles down all the way to these salt pools, and fun fact, the pools have different colors due to the varying mineral compositions. As the water evaporates, it leaves behind the salt, which is then collected and bagged by the people, and that's how you get your salt.
Oh my gosh, it's so big.
Ah, and there's that amazing pan flute music again. Seriously, you'll hear it everywhere in Peru.
Okay, it's not uncommon to see flocks of animals anywhere you go in Peru. So if you're an animal lover, it's like Serengeti, but for fluffy creatures. And right next to Maras, you'll find Moray. This place is famous for its unusual circular terraces, which were likely used for agricultural experiments. We made it to Moray. So this walk looks like nothing, because it is nothing. But because of the altitude, you get out of breath so fast. It's hard to tell in the video, but those steps are really high, like 1 or even 2 people high. And my heart is pounding. And it's hard to explain because people try to explain it to me. You get tired so quick. We took few steps, it's not that much from down there. And you feel like you run a marathon. And after you're done with the marathon, you can take some awesome pictures by the fence, just like Marcel here.
Do I look like an influencer?
So much. Look at the influencer. Oh boy.
Let's head back to the city because there's so much more to see and do and experience. Whoa! Let's explore San Pedro Market.
One thing you should know about me, I love Oreos. They're one of my favorite things. And I think I found something that I might like even more. How do you even handle this? This is how big this cookie is. How do you even...
San Pedro Market is a bustling, lively marketplace where you can find pretty much everything. There is so many things here. It's so big.
So we have a sample pack to try out these things. I have no idea what they are. So, but they're 5 soles.
From food to souvenirs and most importantly, alpaca sweaters. And all that at discounted prices.
We're gonna need a bigger bun.
This is like a never-ending market. Once you get here, it's like a maze.
This is the place that has the best prices for alpaca sweaters. And a lot of them are the same ones that you'll find in the city. They just cost less.
Marcel got the sweater. Okay, we are getting out. I forgot how the sun looks like. It's been a while. Wow. Wow. The world is so bright. Never-ending shopping. You can't stop shopping in Cusco.
Let's take a second to talk about the music in Cusco. It's the most uplifting, lighthearted music you'll ever hear, and the performances can be found all over the city. We just loved every second of it, and Cusco's natural soundtrack is nothing short of amazing. Need a massage after chasing alpacas all day? This town's got you covered.
No, it's una hora.
An hora?
Ajá, it is 40 soles.
40 soles. Okay.
1 hour.
What is that place up there? It is popping. With lights like that, it's gotta be cool up in there.
As for nightlife in Cusco, you might want to turn up, pop some bottles. But honestly, everyone here is waking up at the crack of dawn for their activities. We didn't find any popping places, even during the weekend. But who knows, you might get lucky.
Look at these alpacas chilling outside. Oh my god. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
They might not want to sell this one, but
Welcome to KANTU, where you can shop for real handmade alpaca items, traditional Peruvian outfits, and learn briefly about the process of weaving, making yarn, coloring it, and the local food and culture. Welcome to Chinchero! Today we're gonna show you all the fun things you can do in Peru, like weaving a blanket.
I think this is a scarf.
It was so much fun, and the people there are really warm-hearted, and they can even tell you if what you bought before is real alpaca or not just by looking at the yarn.
You actually, you live here now, and this is what you do now.
I'm not going home till I finish the entire thing. Oh, whoa, okay. All right, it's time to explore a hidden gem of Peru. The Incas were super talented builders, and Chinchero is a perfect example. This place is also known as the Rainbow Town, and the amazing mountain view is provided by no other than the Andes.
You telling me we got to go up this?
Yeah, we gotta go up.
That's for real?
You should probably not bring any of your clothes here.
Don't-
Just buy everything here.
You should not pack a bag. You should bring a bag. Just don't pack a bag because there's always an opportunity to buy stuff here. You're never ever gonna run out of places to buy clothes here. And you're not gonna wanna wear your normal clothes from home. You're gonna buy this stuff because it's cool. Montero, Trio, Poncho. So we were walking thinking everything was amazing a minute ago, but we just got here and oh my gosh, it gets even better.
So I already know what you're thinking. There's so much to do. How am I gonna keep track of all of it? Well, surprise, we went ahead and made you a free 3-day mini itinerary that not only shows you all the cool things to do, but we also plan out all the super time-consuming parts so you could spend less time on the guesswork and more time enjoying yourself. Also, if you want to follow in our footsteps, we have a 9-day version that you can pick up too. Link in the description.
Our lifestyle is part of their lifestyle.
Ah, okay.
One of the best things about traveling is learning about different cultures. For an extremely immersive experience, visit the Quechuan village, which you could only do with a social tour that will link in the description.
This cultural experience introduces you to real Quechuan women who open their doors for you and let you live a day in the life of a local. You'll see how the Quechuan people live, dress in their traditional outfits, and make medicines in ancient tradition.
You'll also be able to see how they organically prepare and dye alpaca wool and learn about all the meanings behind all the designs on their fabric, which have been passed down through generations. They'll even prepare an amazing lunch for you, so you can taste the authentic Peruvian food with fresh ingredients that they grow right there. This is truly one of the most unique experiences you could do, and it'll really open your eyes to some of the different ways people live. Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
That is so cool.
Oh, they're amazing.
Okay, it's time to get back on the road and check out the massive Inca fortress. Welcome to the town with a name that's a serious tongue twister. Welcome to Ollantaytambo. I think I said it right. Ollantaytambo. Ollantaytambo.
Ollantaytambo.
Ollantaytambo.
Yeah.
Ollantaytambo.
They're all helping out.
Oh, and get ready to climb some stairs. Again.
Don't look now, but there's more stairs.
This town isn't just any old place. It's actually the only Inca town that's still inhabited, and it's an absolute must-see during your Cusco adventure. It truly feels like stepping back in time. One of the things Ollantaytambo is famous for is Temple Hill, which has a stunning view of the valley. My number is Rock 321.
Oh, for real, Apple? Do this one more time, I'm gonna get a Fitbit.
And it's said that the huge stone blocks used to build this temple were brought from a quarry over 3 miles away. The Incas didn't have wheels, so they transported these massive stones using their ingenious techniques, like rolling them on logs and floating them across rivers. It's absolutely impressive.
Next up is the fluffiest place in Cusco. We're visiting the incredible place that's all about saving animals, the Animal Sanctuary.
Edwin took us to see a condor, and I think we're gonna see it fly.
It's dedicated to rescuing and caring for animals that have suffered mistreatment or been captured by poachers. They nurse the animals back to health and then release them back into the wild if and whenever they're ready.
While you're there, you can hang out with all kinds of animals, even a bear, and the largest bird, the Andean condor, with a wingspan of up to 10 feet.
That's gonna ring on my watch. These are for me to wake up. These are in case I don't wake up.
Waking me up.
These are in case I don't wake up. These are in case I really don't wake up.
It's breaking my heart. That's in 4.5 hours.
You can stay.
Maybe we might just go a different day. Next time we come to Peru.
You can go the different day. I'm going.
All right, let's go to bed. No.
Babe. Time for Machu Picchu. It's 4 a.m. You look tired.
Oh, really? I thought it was good.
Now it's time to head to Machu Picchu. And for days like this, where you stay matters. Now I know you're gonna do a ton of research on hotels, which you should. And honestly, with all the super lavish hotels nearby, it might be easy to overlook this one. But this place has something that no other hotel has. Victor, the hotel owner, and he has the most golden soul we've ever met. Seriously, he was the reason why we were able to survive these long days in Cusco. He made sure we were well taken care of, and he always had our backs when we were hungry, thirsty. I mean, look at this. He woke up before us just to prepare breakfast, and then physically took us to the bus station on our trip to Machu Picchu. No, we're not sponsored, and no, this is not an ad. Seriously, we just love this guy. Lifelong friend status. So to get to Machu Picchu, there are a dozen popular routes, which can be found in the description. And for anybody still in this debate, this is the real way to eat a banana.
The journey itself is an experience, and once you're in Ollantaytambo, you'll catch the 360 Inca rail train for an amazing experience and amazing views. You'll see the beautiful countryside and enjoy cultural performances along the way. Welcome to Aguas Calientes, also known as Machu Picchu Pueblo. Once you arrive, you can grab your bus ticket and hop on the bus. They'll take you all the way up to Machu Picchu.
Line a few minutes ago, but now it's gone. So that's how fast it goes.
The bus ride takes about 30 minutes, and as you get closer and closer, you feel the vibe start to change as you approach the most magical place on earth. As you ascend the steep mountainside, the anticipation builds with each step. You round a corner, then suddenly, you could finally look upon one of the 7 wonders of the world with your own eyes. The ancient city glows with a quiet energy, the stone walls and terraces rising up to meet the sky. And you can't help but feel like your whole life has been a journey that eventually leads you here.
Welcome to Machu Picchu! Woo! There are multiple circuits that you can choose from. We went with circuit 1 because it lets you get this famous postcard picture that you see everywhere. And as you wander around, you'll see friendly llamas running around, taking care of all the grass. And all you can think about is how unreal this place is. No pictures do it justice. It's unlike anything you've ever seen.
Machu Picchu was actually lost for centuries until it was rediscovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911. It was so masterfully made by the Incas that even centuries later, these dry stone walls fit so well you can't even fit a blade of grass in between them. Now we highly recommend a guide for this one. Even if you memorize your history, a guide can still point out little details that you might miss along the way. You can purchase a group tour in advance, but we ran into a guide right after the train, which saved us a bit of money.
There are so many ways to visit Machu Picchu with various ticket options, circuits, and so on that we'll have a whole separate video on the ins and outs of visiting to make your life easier. And after all that exploring, you can refuel at the cafe located right outside the exit with beautiful views of Machu Picchu and a coffee that you're definitely gonna need after that long day.
Do yourself a favor, save some time to explore the little city afterwards. It's touristy, but it's so beautiful with riverside restaurants, vendors, and souvenirs in case you're not done shopping. Machu Picchu changes you. It's hard to even put into words, and you're gonna love it when you finally see it. and after an unforgettable day, you could be off to your next adventure. Check out the description for all the most helpful links on your trip. That's all for now. We'll see you somewhere else in the world.